So, Adam here. I woke up this morning to see my catfish spawning, so I thought I would share it with y'all. So, I don't know if you can see. There's two guys back here. They are Corydoras. Species is called Triliniatus. Most of the time in the stores, they're called Corydora Julie, but that's really they're mislabeled quite a bit. So, let's see. We'll catch it here in a minute, but so these particular cories spawn by laying one egg at a time. Um, the the male, once the female's nice and plump, got lots of eggs going on. I've been feeding her bloodworms and some cyclops and stuff like that, microworms. When she's nice and big with eggs, the males start freaking out and chasing her all over the place. So I got the two males in the back there, and then the females in the front. And males start chasing her all over the place. And when she's in the mood, she does what is called the T position. We'll see that in a minute. She basically goes in. Well, she extracts the sperm from the male, and he's liking that. He hasn't done it yet, but and nobody's quite sure how it works, but somehow she fertilizes the eggs that way. Let's see, where'd they go? And then there's one back there. So yeah, she'll fertilize the eggs, but as she's in that T position, she'll clench her anal fins together and drop usually one egg. I've heard that they'll do two or three eggs at a time, but I've only seen them drop one egg per T position, and they'll sit there, take a break for a second, enjoy the moment, and then they'll move on, and she'll go try to find a good spot to deposit the egg, usually on the underside of a leaf. I've got live plants in here, some big Cryptocrine Wente, and she usually likes that. So she'll go flip upside down, clean off a good spot, and then drop her egg there. And the eggs are pretty small, usually kind of creamy colored, and they're real sticky, so they just stick to the bottom of the egg there. If you're intending to save them and raise up the fry, it usually, oh wait, there they are. Up there they go in the T position. Can you see that there? The male is the one in the front, and she's basically giving him a blowjob. And yeah, too much glare. I don't know. She gets the sperm out somehow there, and then I can't see that. You see that her anal fins there, kind of, is a little out of focus. She'll drop an egg here in a moment, and she's got her anal fins clenched there, and now she's gonna go and look for a nice spot to drop that egg. Let's see. Yeah, and then the males just go crazy the whole time. Actually, they're being a lot more aggressive than normal. Yeah, see there, she's checking out some leaves. There she goes on the bottom one. No, I didn't like that leaf. Guys, leave her alone. Come on. And I think, yeah, they gave her too much crap. She dropped the egg. Yeah, she's still. This is only the second time I've seen her spawn, and she's still not too great at it. So she'll usually end up dropping the egg before she before she drops it on a leaf. Um, Man, they're really stirring up the dust here. That's crazy. Yeah. So back to the fry, or raising them. These fish, not very good parents. They basically don't care. So, in my experience, as soon as she drops an egg or places it on a leaf, um, if she can find it, she turns around, right back around and eats it. Or one of the other fish will come by and eat it fairly quickly. So, yeah, see, there they go again. Oh, she's actually going with the other male. And yeah. When I've wanted to try to raise up the fry, what I do is I basically have to sit here and watch them as they go. They can go for 4 or 5 hours, sometimes more, one egg at a time every couple of minutes. So it's a bit time consuming, but I've sat here and, um, you know, as she drops the egg, I'll shoo her away and then just real carefully roll it off the leaf and save it. I put it in a fry net or one of these guys hanging off the top, a little basket, keep all the fish out. And within a couple of days, the fry hatch. They're tiny, tiny little guys. And first time around, I think I had like 30, 40 eggs. I was stoked. I was ready to go. Almost all the fry hatched. People say a lot of times the eggs will get hit with a fungus, and it just causes most of the eggs to rot. But it didn't happen for me. Almost all the eggs hatched. I had all these little fry, and about a week later they all died. And I did this 2 or 3 times before I could figure out. I was crushing up food. I stuck all my food in the food processor, to grind it up real small. I thought maybe the food was too big for them. I did all sorts of stuff. Didn't work. After asking a few people, they said it's probably either my food was still too small, or maybe these nets have some holes in them. Maybe the food is falling through the net, and they weren't actually able to eat any of it. And so, it made sense to me, so I gave it a shot. After they'd hatched, I moved them to a small 5-gallon tank, with, sponge filter and all that. And I kept the fry in there. I started feeding them microworms. I got a microworm culture, which is really super easy to do. I still have one going, and I can ship off a little sample to you guys if you want. It's real super easy to set up a microworm culture. So I started feeding them microworms once a day, kept the water real clean, and where'd they go? And before I know it, I had little baby Corys growing up, acting just like their parents, swimming around. It was pretty awesome. So by the time I figured out what I was doing, that mom she was just about done. She'd had enough. I only got 3 eggs out of that, or 4 eggs out of that spawn. I ended up with 3 fry, and 2 of the fry are the ones spawning right here. So, hopefully I'll get a 3rd generation out of this. I love Corys. Not all Corys are the same. They come from the Amazon. Excuse me. great fish. You know, these guys get maybe 2 inches long at the biggest. You know, this little spawning video is specifically for the Cory triliniatus, or commonly called Julie. Some of the other Corys, they'll you know they'll lay a whole bunch of eggs at one time, or they'll spray them out, or they got different methods of spawning. But this is specifically for the triliniatus, and I'm sure there's some other species that breed similarly to this. So if you got any questions, comments, please let me know. But otherwise, I hope this was useful. Thanks.